Good morning children. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to start with class 10 civics chapter 1, that is power sharing. This chapter is little bit lengthy. We will study it in fractions and videos. Okay? Now to understand the concept of power sharing. Power sharing का मतलब क्या होता है? Sharing of power. जब हम power को share कर रहे हैं तो मतलब आपकी power is getting reduced and the other one whom you are donating your power, giving your power, has got an increase in power. That means power sharing means weakening of power, and that actually strikes that it seems to be a negative concept. But no children, once we will finish off with this chapter, you recall this, that power sharing is equals to weakening of power, and then you will realize that actually power sharing is not a negative concept, it is a positive concept. It actually strengthens the power and makes and brings more stability in the country. Okay? Today we are going to read this topic with two case studies. The first case study that we are going to study is the case study of Belgium, and the second case study that we are going to consider is the case study of Sri Lanka. Today the topic that I will be covering is ethnic composition of Belgium and Sri Lanka. Ethnic composition. What does this mean? See, let me explain you this concept. Ethnic composition means when people living in a country belonging to same culture, यानी same culture वाले लोग जब एक country के अंदर रहते हैं तो they tend to connect each other with some sentiments. Like for example, if you belong to a religion and you meet a person who belongs to same religion, then you have another comfortable level with that person. Yes or no? That is called as ethnic composition. See, that does not mean, I am not saying that you should be comfortable only with your religion, not with others' religion. Exceptions are definitely there. But ethnic composition means where people connect each other with the shared culture among themselves. And ethnic composition can be in the terms of caste. That means same caste people can have sentiments connected with each other. Ethnic composition can be based on language. Ethnic composition can be based on the place or the origin from where they are born. Understood? Like for example, if an Indian is traveling from India to UK and he finds an Indian there, so they tend to connect with each other. No, that is because of the place of origin. Okay, ethnic composition are of different types, but today we are going to consider the case study of Belgium and Sri Lanka on the basis of ethnic composition of language. Okay, now let us move to the case study. Belgium, a country in the continent of Europe. Okay, continent of Europe में ये country तो है, लेकिन ये country normally हम लोग इसको चॉकलेट्स के लिए जाना जाता है. Yes or no? This country is very popular for Belgium chocolates. But then we do not know that Belgium has got amazing constitution which has accommodated diversity in the country. The country is very small as compared to the state of Haryana, which is there in India. In fact, the population of Belgium is almost 1 crore, which is half the population of Haryana. Now let us have a look on the ethnic composition of Belgium. See children, this is Belgium. The Belgium has been divided into two regions. The north region of Belgium is called as Flemish region and the south region of Belgium is called as Wallonia region. जैसे हम इंडिया में नॉर्थ इंडिया और साउथ इंडिया बोलते हैं, ऐसे ही Belgium has been divided into Flemish region and Wallonia region. We will look the ethnic composition of both the regions differently. See, in the Flemish region, 59% of the population are Dutch speaking people. Understood? And in the Wallonia region, 40% of the people are French speaking people. That means there is a difference in the ethnic composition. In the Flemish region, 59% people speak Dutch and in Wallonia, 40% people speak French. The capital city of Belgium, which is Brussels, has a different ethnic composition. The capital city of Brussels have 80% people speaking French and 20% people speaking Dutch. Understood? See, when we count the population of a country, it has to be 100%. Yes or no? if I total 59% plus 40%, it will be 99%. So that means there are still 1% people left, and the 1% people are the German speaking people in the country. Understood? You understood the ethnic composition? Now, what is the difference in the ethnic composition of Belgium? Although being a same country, but it has a different ethnic composition. See, when we judge the country as a whole, we can see that the Dutch speaking people are in majority. Yes or no? They are 59%. In the overall country, if we check, then Dutch people are in majority. But if we check the population in the capital city of Brussels, the French-speaking people are in majority. Yes or no? Understood the concept? That in overall country, Dutch are in majority, and in the capital city, French are in majority. Okay. Now, because of this uneven ethnic composition in the overall country and in the capital city, it has led to lot of tensions between both the community, that is French-speaking people and Dutch-speaking people. French-speaking people were richer in society. Because they were richer in society, they used to use the resources in an extensive way. And the Dutch-speaking people did not got all the approaches to all the resources. Understood? Which actually led to the introduction of tensions between the people of French speaking and the people those who are Dutch speaking. I hope you are clear with the ethnic composition of Belgium. Now, let us move to the ethnic composition of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, we all know, country which is our southern neighbor. Our southern neighbor is Sri Lanka. We have a very good ties with the country. The way which connects India and Sri Lanka is called as Park Strait, right? Now let us see the ethnic composition of Sri Lanka. Again, ethnic composition in Sri Lanka that we are going to discuss is also on the basis of language. Okay? Now, when we are talking about language, Sri Lanka has basically two major languages, that is Sinhala and Tamil. Okay, the Sinhala speakers in Sri Lanka are 74%, that is this area. I hope it is clear. This area belongs to Sinhala speakers, that is 74% of the people speak Sinhala in Sri Lanka. And there are 18% people speak Tamil. Okay, now the Tamil region I have marked. Can you see the shaded area? The shaded area in blue and the shaded area in red. Both are Tamil speakers. Now, how come both can be Tamil speakers? The blue shaded area are Sri Lankan Tamils and the red shaded area are Indian Tamils. Now, what are Sri Lankan Tamils and Indian Tamils? Sri Lankan Tamils are those Tamil people, those who have been born and brought up in Sri Lanka. And Indian Tamils are those people, those who have travelled all the way from India to Sri Lanka as a slave or for job purposes, and they have settled down there. So the Tamil speakers has the percentage of 18%, in which 13% are Sri Lankan Tamils. You can see the shaded area, 13% are Sri Lankan Tamils and 5% are Indian Tamils. Okay. Now, when we have seen the ethnic composition on the basis of language, most of the Sinhala speakers are obviously called as Sinhalese. Okay, like Tamilians are the people those who speak Tamil. Okay, in the same way Sinhala speakers are called as Sinhalese. Most of the Sinhala speakers followed the religion which is called as Buddhism. That means they were Buddhist. Okay, most of the Sinhala speakers supported Buddhism as a religion, and then the Tamil speakers, basically the Sri Lankan Tamils and the Indian Tamils, they belonged to the community of Hindus and Muslims. The leftover 7% people in Sri Lanka were Christians who spoke Tamil as well as Sinhala. I hope you have understood the ethnic composition of Belgium and Sri Lanka. See children, understanding ethnic composition is very important because on the basis of this, we are going to judge how power sharing is beneficial for a country. Okay? See the video carefully, and if you like my video, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.